Sairam, I welcome you all to part 2 of chapter number 9, Living Organisms, Characteristics and Habitat. In previous session, I have explained you all about the habitat. What is habitat? Habitat is a place where an organism lives which provides them all necessary things. For survival, biotic and abiotic are the components of habitat. All living things, that means animals, plants, microorganisms are biotic components of habitat, whereas air, water, light, rocks, soil, sunlight and temperature are abiotic components of habitat. Biotic components are interrelated to abiotic components. Now, as I told you, biotic components are interrelated to abiotic components. That means we'll see how they are interrelated and how abiotic components of habitat affects the biotic components of habitat. First, we'll see how light affects the biotic components, that means living and living things like plants and animals, how the light affects that we will see. First thing children, light. The sunlight is essential for the survival of biotic components as the sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living things. Sunlight affects growth, flowering, seed germination and in many other ways in plants. As we know, children, indoor plants which are kept in shed can grow faster but become delicate and weak as there is no sufficient sunlight. Here, next, light also affects animals. Animals living in caves and burrows where sunlight cannot reach very much, the animals have very much reduced eyes. Here, children, for example, this Proteus and Amblyopsis are the animals which are present in the caves, and children, if we'll see, they do not have eyes because the sunlight is not reaching properly inside the caves. Next is the nocturnal animals. Some animals like bats, cockroaches and owls are called as nocturnal animals as they are active during night. Next is children, temperature. Temperature regulates the growth and the movement and the reproduction, morphology and other aspects of life. Animal living in hot areas like snake, desert rats, lizard are not able to get sufficient water. They have thick skin and do not sweat. Like the desert animal like camel have long legs. Long legs help them to lift their body above the ground. Thus, they are able to avoid direct contact with the hot ground. Next, children, water. Water is an abiotic component and it is very important for all living organisms as all of them need water for their survival. Now, children, we will study about types of habitat. There are mainly two types of habitat: terrestrial habitat and aquatic habitat. Habitat of plants and animals that live on land are called as terrestrial habitat. Example of terrestrial habitat or land habitat are forests, grasslands, deserts, then coastal areas and mountain regions. These are the examples of grasslands. These are the examples of terrestrial habitat, or we can say the land habitat. Next is the aquatic habitat. Here, children, the aquatic habitat is the habitat of plants and animals that live in water are called as aquatic habitat. Example of aquatic habitat are ponds, swamps, then lakes, rivers and oceans. So children, the animals or the plants, those who live in water, we can say that they have aquatic habitat. Some plants and animals, those who live on land, have terrestrial habitat, and the plants and the animals that live in water. They have aquatic habitat. Up till now we have seen habitat, then components of habitat and types of habitat. Now moving to the next topic, children, have you ever thought of why fishes live only in water? Why not on land? Why animals such as camel, dogs, cats and humans cannot survive underwater? Why do they live only on land? Because some animals can only survive in a particular habitat. So, what is the reason that a particular animal or a plant can survive in one habitat but not in the other habitat? Let's try to understand this. Children, the presence of specific feature or certain habits which enables a plant or an animal to live in its surrounding is called adaptation. Basically, organisms have some features, certain habits. Because of that, a particular animal can survive in that environment. These specific features or habits, we call them as adaptation. Example of adaptation here in camel. Here camel can survive in hot and dry climate of desert because changes have taken in their body over a long period of time, which enables them to survive in desert with little water availability. Similarly, in fishes, certain specific features are present. Because of that, they can survive in water. This is because of adaptation. Adaptation is the presence of specific feature or certain habits which enables them to survive in a particular habitat. Adaptations are very slow changes that takes place over thousands of years in the body of organisms. All organisms need to adapt to their habitat to be able to survive. And animals or plants who are not able to adapt these changes or not able to develop certain habits in the surroundings die out, and the only adapted one can survive. Now children, next we will see acclimatization. For example, children, here if you live in plain areas and suddenly you go to high mountain regions, you may experience difficulty in breathing and doing physical exercises for some days. When we are on mountains, the oxygen supply level is low. Because of this, we need to breathe faster to get sufficient oxygen. When we are on high mountains, that time we are not getting sufficient oxygen because of height. As we live in the plain areas with oxygen level supply is proper, and we are not habitual of breathing faster in the plain areas. Initially, we face breathing problems when we move onto the mountain areas. After 2-3 days, our body is acclimatized or adjusts itself to the changed condition on high mountains. So, we can say that small changes that takes place in the body of single organism over short periods to overcome small problems due to the changes in the surroundings are called as acclimatization. These changes are different from the adaptations that takes place over thousands of years. Now we will see difference between adaptation and acclimatization, which helps us to understand these two concepts. Here children, first here is adaptation. And what is adaptation? Adaptation is the presence of specific feature or certain habits which enables a plant or an animal to live in its surrounding is called as adaptation. And acclimatization, what is acclimatization? Small changes that takes place in the body of a single organism over short period of time to overcome small problems due to the changes in the surroundings are called as acclimatization. Here children, adaptation takes long time to develop certain habits or certain features, but acclimatizations are short time, takes short time to develop in the body of that organisms. Adaptations are permanent changes and acclimatizations are temporary changes. Yes, so now I hope children you understood this adaptation and acclimatization. Now terrestrial habitats we are going to study in the next session. Till then, goodbye children, take care.